Hello guys and welcome back to Planet 40k. I know it's been a while, taking a little bit of a break. We've got a lot of things happening sort of towards December time. We're going to be doing a lot of changes are going to be happening to not just this channel but our other channels as well. And there's also going to be our Christmas giveaway, our Christmas countdown as we do every year. And I'm also actually preparing for another battle report as well. But today I wanted to jump on the actual video because there's some information from Warhammer community. So there is a new Necron Overlord which has phased into reality. So they're giving us a new model, they've already given us one with Imitate the Stormlord. Now we've got an Overlord. Now I don't know if this is, like a new data card or if it's just going to be some sort of war gear upgrade. But this is what this Overlord looks like. It's got this cool like trans-dimensional sort of warping, I don't know what you would call that. You might even tell us. Now a new Overlord is slipping into this dimension equipped with some devious phasing technology. That's the kind of word I was looking for, phasing. Now, we know what you're thinking. What community aren't those squirrels? I'm just going to skip that part because that doesn't do anything for me. But the model looks pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. And they've actually showcased the ability that this piece of war gear, if you like, or data card, depending on what it is, they've basically showcased it off. So in fact, let me scroll down to the Translocation Shroud. So let's get into this and then go through some sort of, my thoughts and feelings towards this ability really, because that's the main use of buying this model. So Translocation Shroud, each time this model's unit advances, so that would imply that you could be using it alongside your, at this moment in time it's Lich Guard, Immortals and Warriors. Maybe that changes, probably not, but if it does, it will apply to them as well. We've got, where were we at? Each time this model advances, or this model's unit advances, do not make an advance roll for it. Instead, until the end of the phase, add 6 inches to the move characteristics of the models in the unit. In addition, each time a model in the unit makes a normal, advance or fallback move, once that move is finished, it can move horizontally through models and terrain features. It cannot finish on top of other models or bases. So it's kind of like the Canoptic Wraiths from 9th edition. We're going to be able to warp through or translocate through enemy models and obviously terrain as well. Now that's going to be good for a number of reasons. In fact, let's go over some of the notes I've got here. So let's imagine you attach him to a unit of Lich Guard. That's the first go-to really that you would maybe do. Lich Guard are of course your melee based unit if you like. Now that means you can bypass screens, you can get behind certain areas, go through certain terrain features that you normally would have to go around, especially Lich Guard because they don't fly either, although fly has been nerfed as you know. So you can kind of use that to your advantage, although unfortunately if you advance, and this is technically advanced and even though you don't make an advanced roll, well, as soon as you do this ability you can't charge unless we've got some sort of new rule in the Codex that allows us to advance and charge. Potentially that's one. At this moment I don't believe there is one. So that's the first thing you can kind of do. But if you don't have the advance and charge ability, you're not charging. So it kind of feels like you're just getting them into a certain location and then that's it. They're kind of done for. Not done for, they're just there. I think it might be better on a shooter unit, and at this moment we've got Necron Warriors, Necron Immortals. Again, maybe more, I don't know. But you've got those guys that can get into better positions. Maybe the Immortals in particular because they've got the option of Tesla. That's got the assault keyword. So they could do this advanced move and still fire from a better location. Or you can also currently use the Protocol of Sunstorm with the Awakened Dynasty, which is a stratagem to be able to add the assault keyword to your weapons. So that could be your that could be your Mortals with the Ghost Reapers. Not the Ghost Reapers, I got that wrong as well. It's been a while, hasn't it? Your Immortals with the Ghost Blasters, that's the one. And your Necron Warriors with the Flayers or Reapers. So they'll be able to still shoot even though they've done this advanced move. Now what I think this could be also good for is taking over an objective. If your opponent has screened off an objective, if you can find a gap to get in your 10 Immortals, I've got something in my eye, haven't I? Been doing this all video. There we go, I think. Nope, still there. We'll try again. If you can get your Immortals, your Warriors, or your objective control 2 kind of models onto an objective by going, bypassing a unit effectively, bypassing the screen, going through the screen, jumping onto an objective. We're already pretty resilient. we've already got, you know, all sorts of things. I don't know if this guy has a resurrection orb. In fact, let's go back and have a look at the picture. Did I see an orb? Didn't see an orb. Maybe there's no orb with this piece of war gear. Maybe there is, we don't know. But you can use it to sort of jump onto an objective that's kind of guarded. And yeah, I mean that, especially at pace as well, because you're now doing your move and advance as well. That's something I would do, but we kind of don't know enough information. We don't really know, again, if this is a separate data sheet. Is this just the Overlord's data sheet just with some, you know, war gear options, or is this a new data card, you know, an Overlord with the Translocation Shroud as an actual data card? I don't think it will be. I think it will just be part of the Overlord's data card with, you know, an optional piece of war gear like the Resurrection Orb and the weapons and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it gives us a little bit more flexibility, but then you've got to come towards the new detachments. We've got 5 in total, or 4 new detachments. One is the Awakened Dynasty detachment. Now, one of them is going to be the Destroyer, so you can't really say it's going to be to do with that. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. There was something crypt. Why can't I remember them? In fact, shall we go back? Can we go back? Let's see. Can I go back? Yes, we can go back. So let's just scroll down on, it was the Imitex one, wasn't it? So we had the Hypercrypt Legion. Maybe it has something to do with that. Phalanx was the other one, wasn't it? Then you've got the Canoptic one. So it's not going to be the Canoptic one. It's not going to be the Destroyer one. It's not going to be the one we've currently got. So there's only 2 that it could potentially interact with. And out of those 2, well, we don't know the detachment rules. So therefore, we don't know enough. We don't know enough. It would be kind of cool if we knew, but at this moment we don't. But I think the model itself, going kind of full circle here, it looks pretty cool. I think they've been teasing this model for quite a while. Looking at the Warhammer Community Rumour engine, I'm sure I've seen that ages ago, thinking it was going to be some sort of new... No, I was thinking about the Void Dragon or something, but obviously it's not going to be a new Void Dragon, and that's pretty new in itself. But I'm thinking along those lines, it's something to do with that. But hey, it's an Overlord with the Translocation Shroud. Also, one last thing that I've noticed is this very last line of the actual article itself is the new Overlord will be joining Imhotep the Stormlord himself, freshly updated, when Codex Necrons rises from its tomb later this year. So later this year, of course, would be before December, maybe even late November. They probably want to be selling models, so it's not going to come out sort of late December realistically. I thought it was going to be January, to be honest with you, so that's going to massively clash into my countdown to Christmas, or the festive countdown. I'm not sure what I'm calling it yet. It's going to clash with that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it because I've already done quite a lot of work towards it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll try and update it as the Codex comes out. Update my notes. Hopefully I can get it all changed up. Otherwise it's going to be from the Awakened Dynasty, which is not ideal. But yeah, that basically means it's coming out probably end of November, early December. That's just my hunch. But yeah, guys, that's just a little update and a little bit from me today, I guess. I have been busy, as mentioned. In fact, so should I show you my little desk? I might as well just show you my desk while I'm here. I've got a lot going off because I'm trying to set up battle reports. I've got a lot of terrain on the go. I've got my entire army trying to get repainted. I've also got to paint some Tyranids up. So yeah, I've got a lot going on. Watch this space. The giveaway is coming. Give me about, 3 weeks to sort of get that video up, and then we'll go from there. Guys, thank you all for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.